Good morning, YouTube. I'm Brian.
I'm Paula.
And we're from Sekima's Ridge Homestead. We are on our way on a little field trip today down to Kidron, Ohio to see a store that if you are a homesteader or a prepper or live off grid, should definitely be someplace you want to check out. I know they do online sales as well. But when we get down there, we'll film it for you, and we may run into a special guest while we're there.
Okay, we got slowed down a little bit because of this horse and buggy up here, but isn't it awesome? I just figured I'd film a little bit of it for some of you that haven't seen it before. They're pretty awesome.
All right, and here we are, Lehman's Hardware in Kidron, Ohio. This is what I would call an off-grid homesteading store. They do cater a lot to the Amish down here because this is heavy Amish country in Ohio. But we'll go in, take a look around, and we'll film some of the stuff in there for you to see what they have. Right here, now that we're inside, first thing I've come across is apiary equipment. So if you're looking for another source for possible bee equipment, you can get some here at Lehman's. One of their specialties here is wood-burning stoves. They have both heating stoves, like in this section here, and also some awesome actual wood-burning cook stoves. So if you are an off-gridder with no electric, this is something you would definitely need. These are genuine, old-school wood-burning stoves and ovens.
As you can see, I got 2 more pans in there, and I got the temperature regulated here. With the Waterford Stanley, with it having the cast fire linings in here, as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of wood going in there, and it's maintaining the temperature very nice
awesome.
and even, everything, because the cast fire linings hold it really, really. So when I'm controlling it here, this is the oven control down here, so this is your damper control. And then this is also to allow heat in and out of the oven also. So once you get it going, you shut your damper down to the flue, shut that down, and then you control your temperature by opening and closing the oven damper. And it's just a little flap in there so you can open it a little bit of ways or a lot of way, and then the fire going into the ash. So
Thank you.
you're welcome.
There's definitely some homesteading staples there. A bunch of different axes. If you have horses on your homestead, here we have some hoof care items, shoeing kit,
Nippers.
anvil, not sure what that is, some kind of a heating device. It's got propane on it.
It's for horseshoes.
Horseshoes?
For horseshoes, baby.
Okay. Well, we don't do shoes, so I don't know. But yeah, here's a lot of horse items. Over here in the kitchen gadget section, you've got lots and lots of cast iron cookware.
Look, who doesn't want cornbread shaped like a cactus?
This whole room back here is all food preservation. Canning, we got meat grinders over there, pressure canners, food mills, canning jars, wax, storage containers, parts. So if you are
rings for your pressure cookers.
you're into canning, there's all kinds of supplies here, probably everything you could possibly imagine, and a cozy fireplace to boot. Here's another room, very important for off-gridding. You name the kind of oil lamp or oil lamp part, and I would imagine it is in this room somewhere.
And look, extra thick wicks are on sale today for $1/4 a 5-pack. Who can't have that?
Everything back on this side over here, shelves and shelves and shelves of oil lamps and oil lamp parts. Like I said, if you're an off-gridder or a prepper or a homesteader, this would be a very good store to check out. Something I've never seen in the store before, the old carbide miner's lamps and the calcium carbide to go with it. It's kind of interesting. Definitely not something you see every day. This is a very interesting find here. It's a homesteader's like emergency oil lamp. It's a little coil you put a wick in, put it in a jar of oil, olive oil, which is what this is. There's one in beef fat and one in bacon fat. So that would make a nice emergency lamp. Some of your off-grid laundry options. The old wringer washer there, a wonder washer, lots of different clothesline kits, clothespins, different kinds of natural soaps, a bunch of drying racks over here, laundry baskets, and wash tubs. Well, the 25 cents a pack wicks, Paula wasn't kidding when she said stock up on them, so here's what we ended up getting. Now we're out back. There's a outlet store out back. We're going to check out the outlet store. Here's the back side of the hardware store. Got a pretty awesome old steam engine over there underneath the cover.
We still haven't found where they're parking those horse and buggies, but I'm going to find them.
We're going to try and find some horse and buggies to get on here before we go. And when we go back in, we'll probably run into our special, well, not special, our guest, but who we actually came down here to see today. Well, now we've given you this tour of this awesome hardware store. The real reason we came down was to meet Doug and Stacy from Off Grid with Doug and Stacy.
Hey! Glad you guys made it out.
Yeah. Glad you guys came out of Ohio.
Yeah.
Let's do this little.
We're trying to get to every state to meet all of you guys.
Now, the one thing we have in common between our homestead and yours is bees.
Yeah, I think a lot of people want to raise bees.
And I wondered how are your bees doing this year?
Yeah, our bees are really doing good. We keep about 4 or 5 hives. We really don't like use them for money, but we just use the honey ourselves because we use it for a natural sweetener, right? So we haven't extracted any honey this year. I've been kind of busy with traveling around and promoting the channel and getting out and meeting people that watch the videos. But yeah, we should have some maybe coming up. Last year I did do some extraction in November, so hopefully that works out the same this year.
Yeah, we're supposed to have, it's supposed to be cooler now and get about 80 or 90 maybe by the end of the month. So.
And one thing, if you guys are watching this channel for bee stuff and you watch other channels, we're just not the kind of people that get really worked up about that. So if we could get the honey off the hives, that's fine. But if we can't, then we're kind of the mindset that that's a little more for them to overwinter with, and it's really not going to cause a problem.
Mm-hmm. And you know, if we were selling it, it would be a different, story. But you know, we just use it for ourselves.
Yeah.
So
And other than like a natural sweetener, what else do you use? The honey, or do you use any of the comb or the wax or anything like that for anything?
Yeah, I do use the wax. I use the wax for I make lotions, body butters, lip balms, and candles. So, and then I'll tell you a funny story. We had a whole bunch of comb left over for many years, and then it had a little bit of the honey in it. So what I did a little experiment, and I went ahead and put them in a bowl, and I set it out on the compost pile, and all the bees came and they cleaned it. So stripped it all, and so
instead of going through the whole process of doing it ourselves, we just let them do the work.
And then all I got to do is melt it down, and I'll be fine.
It's good to go. I mean, they cleaned it nice.
Oh, perfectly.
Yep.
It took about a week or so, but it was good.
Yeah.
Right. They did the top, and then I had to flip it because they couldn't get the bottom part because I had so much in there, and then it was done. So it worked out good.
Great.
Okay.
So hopefully you guys like this video of Lehman's, the off-grid hardware store in Kidron, Ohio. And if you want to check out our channel, that's fine. But if it's the first time you ran across their channel, hit the subscribe button and watch out what they're doing. So much stuff out there to learn and to do.
Yep.
Thanks for coming out. It was
Thank you very
awesome
much.
Our
meeting
pleasure.
Thanks.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our tour of Lehman's Hardware. As you can see, they've got all kinds of non-electric appliances and tools and equipment for the off-gridder, homesteader, or prepper to make your life a little bit easier. And to get to meet Doug and Stacy, what a bonus that was. And they are just wonderful, wonderful people. Volunteered to do the interview with us, and just very, very accommodating. Just great, wonderful people. And I also want to give a shout out and thank you to Nicole from the Greeting Tree Farm channel. Since I kind of forgot to take my tripod because I wasn't expecting to be able to do an interview with Doug and Stacy, she was gracious enough to hold the camera for us to film that. So we really appreciate her help, and I'll put a link to her channel down in the description, as well as a link to Lehman's Hardware, because I do know they have a pretty good website and they will ship directly to your property. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, thumbs up. Any questions or comments are always welcome. Have a good day.